In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to make a funicular dome structure with the help of curve and surface tools. So I'll just delete it for now and go back to 4 viewports by double tapping on perspective. And on the top view, I'm going to draw a square of 20 by 20 units. And I want that square to be placed around the center because I'm going to use often for my referencing. So with the grid snap on, I'm going to draw a rectangle around the center, giving 10 units on either sides. So that completes my base shape. Now to draw a semicircle, you can go to arc toolbar here, and it has got many options. To draw an arc, I'm going to choose arc starts and radius, and with the grid snap on, we can pick up the start point of an arc, end point of an arc, but the orientation of the arc is still lying on the base plane, and we want the arc to be drawn vertically. So we can toggle it to the perpendicular viewport, but still I cannot choose the right orientation because the point I am trying to pick is on the plane sitting on the 0 coordinate. So I can fix that by switching on planar. So now you can see I can move on the right direction, and since I know the radius is going to be 10, so I'll just press 10, enter. Right. Now I want to copy this curve on all the 4 sides. This time I'm going to use array polar, which I can find the transform toolbar, array, and I can just press polar. It is going to ask for objects to array. I'll select and then it will ask for the center for the polar array. Now since the center lies at the center of the grid, so I just click there, and I want to make 4 copies, and it is going to run from 0 degrees to 360. So by default it is 360, so I just press enter, and I get 4 copies of the curve, and I'll press enter again, and this gives me the 4 main arches of the dome. Now to complete the structure, I need to add some cross section on the top, and I can do that by choosing arc center start angle, and now it is going to ask for the center of the arc, which is again the center of the square. And now I want to choose the midpoints of the semicircle. So this time I'm going to use O snap, and I'm going to check midpoints, and still I can only move on the base plane. So again I will toggle between my perpendicular viewports, and now I can easily find my midpoints of the arc, and I can draw my curve. I'm going to repeat that to add a cross section on the other direction. This time it is going to be a front viewport, and I pick midpoint 1, midpoint 2. This sort of completes the overall geometry of my dome, and I'm just going to construct a surface on it. And first I will just dump these curves into a layer, different layer, and now to draw a surface is a very useful command in Rhino, which is called surface from curve network. And for that it is asking to select all the curves in network. I'm going to select the curve. It can choose them in any order, and I'll press enter. Now it is asking for many options, so to check the geometry I'll do a preview, and I can see I'm pretty much happy with the way it's coming, so I'll just enter OK. Now you can just see it in a shaded view, so it's pretty neat. Let's just move this surface onto a different layer. I'm going to make copies of these lines. So first I'm going to explore this square. At this moment I'm going to turn off my planar and snap, as I'm not going to need it. So to make these copies, we're going to use array linear. It is going to ask for objects to array. Enter number of items. It is going to be 10. And first reference point can be the point on the grid, and I know it's going to be 2 units, so I'll just take 2 units on this direction. I get the set of lines, and I'm on the same line on this direction, so this time I'm going to do rotate. I'll select these lines, I'll rotate. It is going to ask for center of rotation. It is an option of copying, so I'll not lose my previous line. So I'll just toggle yes here and give it an angle of 90 degrees. So I'll get the curves. Now I'm going to project these curves onto the surface. So for that, we have a very useful command called project curves. You can also find them on curve from object project. It is going to ask for select curves and points to project. We'll select these. I don't need this corner line, so I'll just deselect by pressing Ctrl, Enter. Then it will ask for the surface to project onto, and this is going to be my surface. Just click on it, say yes, and we get these very clean projected lines onto the dome. And I'm going to group them by pressing Ctrl G so that we can pick them together if we need them later on. And I'll move these lines onto the curve layer itself. Now I'm going to extrude these curves. So for that I'll go to surface, extrude curve, straight. I'll give it a value of -1 because we're going on the direction below, and this will give us a nice rib cage below the dome. I'll create frames by doing the first curve offset, and I will give it a value of 1 unit. Press enter. I'll loft these two surfaces by doing command. You can also find loft below the surface tools here, and it is going to ask for the curves. Select, and we select the two curves, press enter, and if we are happy with the way the surface is coming, so we'll just press OK, and we're going to copy this surface on all the 4 sides by doing polar array again. This time I'm going to write array polar, and we'll pick the center of the grid. Number of copies 4, yes, and angle to fill is 360 degrees. So I'll just press enter. I'll get 4 frames. So I'm going to hide this surface now, and also the curves, and we have the basic shell geometry. I'm going to offset each of the surfaces to create a solid structure. So first we'll pick up the frames below, and we go to surface, offset surface. It comes up with the various options. So first we can give a distance. I'm going to give it a distance of -8. So -8, press enter, and solid yes, both sides no, delete input yes, we are good, and I'll press enter, and we get this nice beautiful outer frames. For the ribs on top, I'll select them again and go to surface, offset surface. This time I'm going to put a distance of -0.2, both sides, solid yes, and I don't have to worry about direction this time. I'm just going to press enter, and we get this structure. So this completes our funicular dome structure. Let's look at it in the rendered view. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you.